Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Beaufort residents got a first look at a third version of what Safe Harbor Marina would like to do with the Marina at Chambers Waterfront Park on Thursday. The revised layout includes input from previous criticisms by the public and City Council. Your feedback on this latest proposal is encouraged. Safe Harbor's most recent proposal would double the dock capacity from 76 boats to 146 and rearrange the marina to align better with the prevailing tides. The meeting was not expected to discuss issues with the town's lease with Safe Harbor, a discussion that has come under some recent scrutiny. There are still many Confederate memorials on the State House grounds in Columbia. Now the groundwork is finally being laid for a monument to Civil War hero Robert Smalls, though there is much more to be done before we'll be able to see a physical telling of Smalls' amazing story. While the state legislature has created the commission tasked with creating the Smalls Memorial, there's no specific location for it yet, nor a design or even any funding for the project yet from the state. You likely will not go hungry visiting the new Beaufort Station Shopping Center. Chicken Salad Chick, Panda Express, and Cerchero's Fresh Max restaurants will soon open to join the other retailers at the new center, as well as a Parker's Kitchen. Construction on a new Aldi grocery will begin this fall. A dozen other retailers have already opened in the center, located at the corner of Robert Smalls Parkway and Paris Island Gateway, across from the current Cross Creek Center. How important was Bluffton's Barbara Nielsen to South Carolina's educational history? The passing of the first woman elected as state superintendent of education is causing Governor McMaster to ask that the State House flags be lowered to half staff on the day of her yet unannounced funeral. She was first elected in 1991, re-elected in 1995. Current Superintendent Ellen Weaver called her a mentor and said that South Carolina's lost an education champion. In 1998, she led the establishment of the first statewide full-day kindergarten program, and as recently as last year served as chairwoman of the state's Teacher Recruitment and Retention Task Force before becoming state superintendent. She'd spent nearly 3 decades as a teacher, administrator, and consultant. And it can happen to even the best of them. Bluffton Mayor Larry Toomer has only had months to learn how to steer the town's ship of state, but he was able to call on a lifetime of experience as a sailor to salvage his shrimp boat, himself and his crew, this past weekend. While shrimping just off Hilton Head Island's coast, a cable on his shrimp boat net snapped, dumping a heavy load back into the ocean and nearly capsizing the 25-foot Red Baron. Also, then a rogue wave came and nearly toppled the boat into the ocean. He actually got it ashore, is able to beach it just off Coligny Beach and then wade ashore. The boat has been salvaged and should be operating again soon. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Let's set up the weekend in high school sports. Here's Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. It's been a good week for the May River Sharks as the girls golf team continued its excellent play with a third-place finish at the Palmetto Preview, with Claire Green placing second overall. And the Sharks were swarming on the volleyball court last night, claiming a 3-0 win over previously undefeated John Paul II in 3 hard-fought sets. May River is also the site of one of only 4 high school football games being played in our neck of the Lowco on Friday night, as the Sharks host Lake City on Friday after jumping into the Class 4A rankings at number 9 this week. Hilton Head High is back home for the second straight week to take on Aiken, and we have a couple of Lowco-on-Lowco matchups north of the Broad, with Whale Branch playing its home opener against Ridgeland and Beaufort Academy hosting Patrick Henry in a pivotal SCISA 1A matchup. On the road, Beaufort looks for its first win of the season at Philip Simmons. 2-0 Bluffton takes a trip to Savannah Country Day. Battery Creek tries to make it 2 in a row at Keenan. Hampton County takes its number 1 ranking to Silver Bluff, and Hardyville looks to get back on track at East Clarendon. In the SCISA ranks, JP2 heads to Bethesda, Thomas Hayward takes its 2-0 record to Orangeburg Prep, and Cross Schools travels to unbeaten Cathedral. We'll preview every game tonight at 9:30 p.m. on the Lowco Sports Lowdown and Lowco Pigskin Preview, and bring you all the scores in real time and track down all the stats and highlights we can find on Lowco Pigskin Live, kicking off at 9:30 p.m. Friday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Any chance of a dicey forecast this weekend? Maria Soden has the latest.
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're seeing more rain as we get through the rest of this week and going into the weekend, but we should be seeing the sun return starting next week. So taking a look at Friday, it's going to be cloudy in the morning, then we're supposed to start to see rain in the afternoon from a tropical rainstorm. That rain is supposed to continue and get heavier as we get into the evening. Taking a look at the temperatures, Hilton Head's going to have a high of 83, a low of 73, Bluffton's have a high of 82, a low of 72, and Beaufort's have a high of 83 and a low of 72. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 7:01 and sunset's going to be at 7:40. Taking a look at the tides, high tides going to be at 11:56 a.m. and low tides going to be at 7:19 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into next week. Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the low 80s, lows in the low 70s. Then come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, but again, should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the low 80s, lows in the low 70s. And then come Monday, it's supposed to be sunny to partly cloudy and stay clear as we get into the evening. Highs will be in the low 80s, lows are going to drop down into the upper 60s. That's it for your Low Country Crawl Spaces weather. Let's send it back to the desk.
Still plenty to come on the WHHI Daily News. Up next, we're going to talk with the head of the Lowcountry United Way about all kinds of things they've got going up in the next couple of months. Stay with us.